Good. I've lost you though for a second. 2 seconds.
There, we're good. We're golden. So first of all, what got you into MMA? That was the main question.
No, hang on, 2 seconds.
Oh.
There we go. Right.
Perfect.
What got me into MMA? I was always fighting. Even as I was always getting into scraps. I was like one of the only black kids in school, so I was constantly getting picked on for being the black kid round the corner, you know.
Yeah.
So I dealt with a lot of that when I was growing up, family life and whatnot. So I guess violence has always been in my life. Yeah, so I started working. I'd go out in the town, I'd be drinking, and next thing you know, I'd be fighting, and I just enjoyed fighting. Like it's not a bad piece. And I lived in an army town as well.
Okay.
So a lot of the squaddies would go into town, and they'd be the same, you know. It was like a very male, like there was a lot of males around, and if there wasn't any girl, dudes do, they just get drunk and fucking get into a punch. You know what I mean? There's no else about. So there was a lot of fights with squaddies, and there was it was just one of them. One time it took a bad turn, and then I realised like I couldn't continue on from there, and I turned it around from there on. And then I turned fighting into a positive thing. Like I know fighting is like, oh, you fight, like, but there's a lot of positives come from fighting, from MMA, from Jujitsu, from everything what we do. So
absolutely.
So yeah, I just take the positives, even if they're small positives. I'll take the positives out of all the negatives.
Yeah. Like being 6'6", like there's not many people who are taller than Alexander Gustafsson and John Jones. Was that ever a hard weight cut, or is it a hard weight cut for you to make?
Oh man, nah. So when I first started, it was like I wasn't even. I'm going to work in kilograms because I was over in England, right? So I wasn't even. It's 93 kilograms for 205, right?
Okay.
I was like 91 kilograms, stood on the scales with a pair of jeans on, right? So I stand there with the jeans. It didn't bother me. Like I said, man, I enjoy fighting. Like,
absolutely.
I do this just for the pure sake of, for the fun of it. The recession kicked in, and all the work, so I started fighting. Right?
Yeah.
This is. I've always said about the whole weight cut issues, and I see my friends, and they're like sucking themselves in, and like the first thing they ask when you sign a contract for the fight, first question they ask is, how much weight you got to lose? Like, none. Like, what the fuck have I got to worry about cutting weight? I've got to worry about fighting this dude. Like, why do I need to worry about what I'm going to eat on top of this? Like, yeah, I eat good, healthy diet. I train hard, and then I eat well after it. Whatever. Yeah. The last 2 fights probably I've had to, like, so the last fight I got up to 230 pounds.
Okay.
Right? So I did have to cut weight for that one. So I cut my food diet down about 2 weeks out from the fight. And
more cardio.
Cardio's fucking perfect, mate. Cardio sound, I go for fucking rounds and rounds and rounds, like, and my coach makes me go in between those rounds after we've just done those rounds, like, so there's no reason I won't run out of gas in a fight. Like, that's why I'm so pissed off that last fight, because I could have done a fucking whole lot more than what I did do, and I ended up with a broken. You know what I mean? So
how is the injury?
Slowly getting better.
Yeah.
So like, we're a year to the actual injury. So it happened this time last year. It's the first. I had to have 2 surgeries. The first surgery I have been doing this time last year tomorrow. Like, he did that. I think it was supposed to be 8 weeks of wired shut, and then the jawbone should fucking fuse together. Something happened. I don't know, me being me, fucking, he says, take it easy. I got 2 kids, man, running around like I'm a lunatic.
Yeah, I feel it there.
So it's like, how do I take it easy, you know? Like, so, and I went back there after 6 weeks, and he's like, oh, there's a problem. It's moved. I was like, it took you 6 weeks to tell me that it's fucking scar tissue's growing in between, like a whole fucking process. Wow. So it's like, I have to go back in. So we'll do the surgery in 2 weeks, and then it's going to be another 8 weeks of wired shut. So I was like, so the second surgery came at end of July, I think it was. Okay. So I still got another few months to wait. Like, this. You
weren't in talks for a fight or anything?
Huh?
You weren't in talks with Bellator for another fight?
Oh no, I mean they just want me healthy. Like,
Yeah.
listen, Bellator have stepped up here. Like they've
Oh,
really
for
stepped up.
sure.
I haven't had to worry about the surgeries. I haven't had to worry about like anything that I have that came out of my pocket came straight back to me. So they really
That's
have.
amazing.
Yeah, that like I'm still. I can't go to the. I went to the dentist the other day actually.
Yeah.
I still have my top teeth, but I can't do anything on the bottom row because like the jaw's still not fully formed yet or
Yeah.
strong. Um, so I still have to wait a little while to get to the dentist, maybe another month or so. I don't know. Well, the dentist had said to me, don't expect to do anything for the first year. It's after the second surgery. So I've got to wait till July anyway. So, and then this fucking isolation shit virus kicks in. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I've been in this mess for the last year. So, like, everyone's come into it. And it fucking sucks. Like, trust me, I know how bad this sucks for
Yeah.
people. But like, you do get it. Like, look at me now. A year later, I'm still smiling, still sitting here. Like,
For
well,
sure.
it is a very stressful time, and people don't understand like what you're going through, and things will get said and things will happen. You're like, fucking, I've had a broken jaw for the last year, man. Like
Absolutely.
my life stopped. My life,
Yeah.
everything stopped. I couldn't continue. I couldn't even hold a conversation.
Yeah.
People would talk to me, and I'd be like, "Arr," and they're like, what? 3 or 4 times, I'd be like, I'm like, listen, you don't understand what I'm saying. Why are you asking me to repeat myself? I can't talk. Like, stop fucking talking. People ask, am I all right? I say no. Then they'll be give it the old, oh, it'll be all right. Think of the pot. I was like, fuck off, mate. Like, I'm hungry. I've got my full eyes shut. I'm away from my family. And then you ask me how am I doing? I give you an answer, and then you
You're not.
tell me, I was a fucking jog on, mate. Like,
Yeah.
but they're my friends, and it was a sucky time to be in, and I
It's
could
just starting to get better, right?
yes, it is. I get to play with my kids again now. Like that was the one thing I missed out on.
You have a newborn, don't no, or a younger child now, right?
Well, he just turned 2 fucking yesterday, or the day before yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. Then I've got another one who's due in probably around about 2 weeks.
Oh, congrats.
I got busy on this one.
Absolutely. I got 3 girls, so
You got 3.
I do. Would heavyweight ever be in? Would you ever take a heavyweight fight, or?
I mean, who knows? Like, I didn't realize that my weight could go up to 230 pounds. I mean, I was never doing things properly. Like, I won the world title by just basically getting off the sofa and fucking starting a fight. Like, now everybody goes. It's just been injuries which fucked me up. I was in surgery after the day after Tito, and it's just been fucking one surgery after the next, pretty much like injury. The ruthless game we're in, right?
And people don't understand how much it takes on the body, right? Unless you do it yourself.
Exactly. I knew we all know what we're signing on for. We all sign on the dotted line. We know exactly what's going to happen. Like, so there's never any surprises. But when it happens, it's just, I never thought I'd ever break my jaw ever.
Yeah. You've been in there with the best. So, like, you've beaten Tito, you've beaten Emmanuel Newton, you've been in the ring with Phil Davis, you've been in there with the best. Is there a moment or a fight that you like the most? That
I like the Emmanuel Newton fight. I tell you which fight was my favorite one was the against
King Mo.
King Mo was good. Yeah. King Mo was good. But the one I liked was the second round of the tournament. Forget his name now. But my shorts got covered in blood. Like there was a lot of blood in that fight. That was my favorite, just purely because of all the blood. But and for actual progression in my career, King Mo was definitely like I started working with my new team at Huntington Beach Ultimate Training Center, right, with Coach Paul and Tiki. So I completely changed my game around and moved forward for the better. King Mo was a complete change around, and then even against Phil Davis, like the second time, like I watched the fight the other day, and it wasn't actually a bad fight. I just got my jaw broken. I changed everything up I needed to change. I was as fit as I was ever been. Like So yeah, it's just a shame that the broken jaw happened, and now it took another setback. But look, man, I'm a fighter.
You got to come back and whoop some butt, right?
Fuck yes, mate. It's not going to deter me at all. Like, okay, yeah, I got punched in the face and jaw bust. Okay, let it heal. Bones heal. Bruises heal. Right. Let's just fucking let it heal. But I've managed to fix everything else around in my world, so that's the main thing.
You have a lot of, like, with Bellator, you have a lot of light heavyweights that have came over, and there's a lot of big names. You've already fought. I've named a lot of them off. You fought a lot of them. Now, would you want a chance to fight a Machida at light heavyweight, or a Chael Sonnen, or a Fedor? Is those fights you want?
Yes, like, yeah, man. Those are exactly the fights I want. They're like the Tito Ortiz's, like, these are dudes of legends in the sport, you know, like. Yes, I want those fights, but I also want the money. I want them fucking $1 million tournaments. What's that about?
Yes.
Like, giving all the little guys the $1 million tournaments. Why not us? Like, we've put our bodies through the mill. It's time to get us paid as well, man, or the chance to. Like,
well, Rory McDonald just signed with PFL, so from Bellator, so he's going for that $1 million now. So
PFL and moves. I spoke to the fighters. It's like the check clears. The check cleared and everything. It's like, fucking sound, man. Like, you know.
Yeah, and you'd be really good at the light heavyweight division there too. So I would go for it. Yeah. But are you? How many contracts or how many fights on your contract do you have left with Bellator?
I don't even know. I never, like, I don't know. It's been 7 years I've been fighting for them now.
Yeah, it was your fourth fight, right? So you've only really fought for Bellator too, right?
I hadn't fought for anyone else. I came in. I think I was
3-0, I think.
2-0.
Yeah.
Then I fought. I had one fight in Ring of Combat, and then jumped into Bellator, like, and that was it. Like, I didn't bother with the smaller companies or organisations.
Yeah.
But again, almost 40 now. I'm 30. 38 next month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, I'm not gonna be doing this for the rest of my life. That's for sure. There's a few more years left, but
I would really like to see you fight Vanderlei Silva. I'm just saying.
Yes.
That would be a good fight.
And he's got into bare knuckle stuff as well, isn't he?
I don't think he's done bare knuckle yet, but he's a scrapper though, right?
Yeah.
I think that'd be a fun fight.
The Machida one would be interesting, I think.
That'd be a great fight. I give you the edge easy on that one though.
Yeah, thank you.
So you don't with your fighting style. You don't. Honestly, when I was watching Ortiz versus you for the belt, he took you down and he was doing the old school ground and pound. What really shocked me about it is how you were for your size off your back. I did not see that coming. Where did you learn that great jiu-jitsu?
So I started jiu-jitsu. So the day I got out of jail, 2008, I went over to Jersey. 2009, January, I started training. And I'd already found a gym over in Jersey, the Channel Islands, right?
Yeah.
I found this gym when I was like 21. I went in there, trained a bit, and realised I wanted to drink and party, so I didn't go back.
Yeah.
Went back in there, and it just went off from there. It's a Braulio Estima affiliate. So Braulio Estima is the inverted triangle was one of the first moves that I learned.
Yeah.
And I kind of just ran with it from there, and I was like, well, hang on a second, my legs. I understand the way my body moves around fighting. So if I can use my body, and because I'm so long, the leverage is incredible. You know, people can get moves on me, or hold me. I'm like, all I do is just move, talk it, and because of my leverage is so much greater than theirs, it fucking snaps more. So
yeah,
just you know, you find something you'll enjoy doing. I was a kid.
You were never in danger in that fight, though.
Against Tito?
Yeah. No. Okay, perfect. That was a great.
Man, Tito's on top of me. Like, I don't know why I went for a guillotine. I think we was working guillotine in the gym, right?
Mm.
And I don't know why, but it was Tito. And as he took me down, I went for this high elbow guillotine. It was.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing this for? I was like, just seeing the size of his head. I was like, how the fuck am I this gonna work? I got long arms, but trying to get. And in the end, he just popped out, and then I got right. Plan B. Let's think about how to get out from here. But I knew where he was going, right?
Yeah.
Top wrestler. I knew where he was going to go. I was like, you take me down, man, I'm going to triangle you, right? It's that simple.
Yeah. You pretty know he's not going to look for too many submissions. So that was a great performance.
He worked with my brother-in-law as well.
Did you is there anyone in Bellator or even in UFC, Risen, anyone that you would like you see as a future, or someone you train with that you see is going to be a great up and comer in the company?
Everett Cummins.
Everett Cummings. Okay.
You heard of this dude?
I've never heard of him yet. No.
So back when the King Mo fight, this kid, I walked in there, I saw him. He was a fucking big, heavy lad, tattoos, mohawk, mean looking dude. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna be training with this guy. And we went at it, right? And I swear I was so surprised at how strong he is and the way he moves in his wrestling. Like, he really got me fucking better with King Mo. He's had a lot. He had amateur fights. He's undefeated as a heavyweight, and I think he was signing for Bellator to fight. I forget the big heavyweight they have.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. He fought Yavi Ayala.
Yeah. Okay. He was supposed to fight him, but he got an injury.
Okay.
And then I think he's just been recovering from the injury. I went back for the Phil Davies fight, and he was a little bit crook, I didn't manage to train with him. But dude, that kid, man, he's a problem, like a heavyweight problem. And there's not a great deal of heavyweights out there, so
yeah.
I think Everett Cummins is definitely and
absolutely.
Kalani, another one of my training partners, Kalani. Yeah. These are all boys of the like hidden gems. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I got a couple more questions for you. Thoughts on, like, you still get sponsorships from being in Bellator. Do you agree with the whole Reebok deal? And is that one of the, or have you ever been? What's your thoughts on that?
I think MMA it was always good because you pick out your MMA fighters, and the MMA fighters when I first started, and they'd have the cool shorts on with all the logos on it. Like, it looks really cool. And even when I was like, you get a pair of shorts and you put the logos on there when you start, oh, look how cool I am, you know?
Yeah.
I definitely think it's it makes the sport what it is.
Yeah.
But the UFC had to do what they were doing because you knew they was going to sell it. So they had to make it as a company, and to sell it onto like an organization they sold it on for, they needed them to look. The UFC was the company they were buying, and the employees would wear uniform. They would wear. Everything was done by the by. But that's how the UFC have got to where the UFC is fucking giant. You know. The UFC fighters, like the actual guys that make the show. Well, you know about them in fucking UFC, innit? UFC and Dana White. So it is what it is. They've done well with their brand. And here, they're giving us all a platform to fight on, you know, but when you give it and then it's controlled and then taken away, then people are going to yum.
Yeah.
But which is fantastic because they bought all the small organizations, the sold all, and then fucking they were the only ones, yeah? Bellator's come in, PFL, there's a couple of others that are coming up.
One.
Amazing that there's more organizations now starting. And dude, there's fucking great fighters all over the place. They just haven't gone into it, you know. So it's so nice that Bellator are given the opportunity, and they're looking a lot of fighters in England, like Europe. There's a lot of they're bringing a lot more fighters, international fighters over, which I think is fantastic, you know. So like I say, I missed the bit about the whole fighting in England.
Yes.
Hang on.
Oh, you're good.
No, I think my battery's running low.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'm on 5%.
Okay, no worries. I could wrap it up for you.
No, we can go until we run out.
Okay.
I forgot what I was saying.
We got So, would the UFC ever be something you'd be wanting to look into?
I don't know. I don't know. I think with my age and where I'm at now in my career. Hey, listen. I never like to say never. You know. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know when I've got.
It's where the money is.
Dude, at the end of the day, exactly that. I've got a growing family now. Like, I have to think about what is going to set me up for the rest of my life. You know, a gym is where I'm headed for. I'm opening up a gym. Like where I don't know. Wherever I guess I'm in Hawaii now, so I don't know. I don't see why I wouldn't open up here. But yeah, man, this fight game, like, I'm fucking myself up for you guys. Like, let's help us out. You know, I'm not gonna be able to work the rest of my life. Like, doing this.
Yeah. And Bellator's been doing cross promotions with Risen, which I love. So maybe you can go get a Risen light heavyweight strap too.
Mate, Risen, PF, like I say, there's all that. Bellator.
Coker's done well since Rebney.
Yeah, man, they're a fucking good company. Like they've looked at, like I say, I've been there for 7 years now, coming up 8 years. Like and they've looked after me the whole time I'm there. Like,
yeah, that's great.
I really have nothing bad to say about, but I really have nothing bad to say about Bellator. Like,
good.
You know what I mean? I love working for the company. I enjoy putting on fights for them. I can't wait to get back in there and put on fucking better fights. Like,
yeah, when you're fully healed, right?
Yeah, right. We're on 2% now, but man, I'm gonna have to wrap this up.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. I greatly appreciate it, and we'll keep in touch.
Mate, definitely. Thank you. Thanks for hitting me up, man.
Thank you.
Bye.